Good afternoon, traders. It is Friday, January 5th, 2018, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Hey, this was an unbelievable day for the Dow. It wasn't an unbelievable day for us, but I'll talk about that in just a second. But the Dow actually gained 224 points today. It just broke 25,000, I think, yesterday, maybe the day before. Um, but yeah, it was the day before, yesterday. And today it closes absolutely on its high at 25,300. I mean, it's a third of the way to 26,000 already. This is just an unbelievable rally. Um, and they're talking about this going to 30,000. And I have no doubt that it will go to 30,000. It's got that kind of power behind it. However, um, we had, oh, I'm not sure. I can't remember how many positions we had yesterday. Not very many, but we closed out uh, negative 4,100 in what we closed out. Those negative positions that were holding yesterday on the close did not get better despite this rally, and they got just a little bit worse. And we got into two new positions, and both are negative, and we're holding negative $1,000. So, in other words, actually, every single thing we're involved in was negative today on a day that the Dow goes up 224 points. Well, what does that mean? What it means, the system is telling us something. The system is telling us this market is toppy, really toppy, and we don't want to be buying up here. And the system didn't buy hardly at all. And that's the strength of the system. Let me wind you back a few days. The system is measured on multi charts and TradeStation 9.5. Um, on Tuesday, it took 24 new positions on a 100-point rally in the Dow. And then on Wednesday, it got out of all those positions with over $50,000 in profit. So as far as the system goes, it just laughs a day like today off. And in fact, it's showing itself as being a very smart system because it didn't go in and buy 20 new positions today, in spite of the fact the Dow went over twice as high or twice as many points today as it did on Tuesday. So that's a real strength of this system. We're not going to get in and expose ourselves all over the place when this market is very, very toppy. And that's all I can say. You know, I'm not saying that next Monday it couldn't go up, but I will predict, I will call the Dow down for Monday because of this toppiness that I'm seeing. You know, I have no doubt that the Dow is going to go to 30,000, and it might get there sooner than we think, but markets are markets, and this thing's going to have a correction pretty soon. And I will tell you that the correction would be the best thing for us. We're going to do much better trading this after the correction. And the way the system is designed, we're not going to go buying a lot of stocks when it's going on the downside during this correction. And by the way, I've been trading an awful lot of time, and these corrections can last 1 to 3 days. They don't hang around very long, and I would personally love to see this thing sell off 1,000 points or so, and then we'd start making a whole lot of money on the way back up. Um, and I'm not a bear of this market at all. I'm just saying markets have corrections, and this market, this Dow right now, is overdue for a correction, and I'm anticipating it coming fairly soon, and that is reflected in our statistics today. That we basically dealt with about 5 different trades today, and all 5 of them are negative, with the Dow up 224 points. I'm sure that's telling us something. That's telling us this is a very toppy market. Anyway, I have nothing to show you. Everything was negative, but again, I would just remind you this system made over $50,000 a couple days ago, and we can just shrug this little loss off. It doesn't mean anything, and we'll wait and see what happens. Maybe we'll have a good week next week. You guys have a fantastic weekend. This is Trader Bob signing off. I will be back here online on Monday.